Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We are back. Satori Spark here, and today we dropped too many points. I'm gonna be honest with you. We dropped far too many points. While I was recording, I realized, well, not recording, but right before I was recording, I realized, I'm not about to sit here and lose too many points. So I'm gonna just pick and choose who I want to fight. And picking and choosing is, it's a life thing. You pick and choose your battles. You pick your battles. If you know you might lose a battle and you still fight it, then, that's just you. If you pick a battle knowing that you're gonna win, that's just you. If you pick a battle not knowing you're gonna win, but you still do it anyways, that's just you. People are very different. But it's always important to, you know, make sure that you're not losing yourself within these battles. A lot of times, people be fighting themselves, honestly. They really be fighting themselves, fighting their impulses, fighting lust, fighting, shit like that. And I get it. I get the feeling of fighting yourself. You really you against you sometimes. Like, that might kind of sound corny, but that's just how it is in life. You want to make sure that you're not going too crazy. You're not losing yourself to people that don't give a fuck about you. You're not losing yourself to things that that are out of your control. You can only really, what's the word I'm trying to look for? You can only grow knowing that you're doing the right thing in life. I guess you could say, like you're not, like, you can be a good person and still go through things, but as long as you're not losing, the plot. And what I mean by losing the plot is like just doing shit just to do it. People do shit for the plot, but once you start doing random shit that like ain't really getting you nowhere in life, I think you're just wasting time. Like, you're really just wasting time. And somebody important, like, really just like said something that I agree with. Um, well, he's pretty important in my life, I would say. But he was like, if you don't know why you can do it, then that's what you need to start looking for. And I've been asking myself that question for a couple of days. It might have been a little bit of a week, but why do I know that I can do YouTube? I feel like there's a certain like niche that I fit within the YouTube group. Like, uploading almost every day. I missed a couple days. I won't lie, I did miss a couple days. I'm not even gonna say and lie. But I feel like it's a little group that I fit, with the anime. Not everybody likes anime, and that's okay. But no, not everybody likes gaming, and that's okay. But the projects that I do have coming up, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm just gonna say that like the things that I do think about doing for content, I feel like if I can really like get through, those videos out, um, I can grow for sure, and like, people will really understand, like the type of things that I want to put out in YouTube, like talking about what type of things that I like, talking about life, talking about you know anime, talking about anything I want to talk about. As long as y'all enjoy the video, though, that's the point. Like, I want to show people that I want to show people that talking about what you love can get you places. People call me a yap, and like some people call it think that's a bad thing, but you gotta work with the negatives in life. Like, you really do. You really gotta work with the negatives in your life. Ain't nothing wrong with that. People can say, oh, like, you're not, you're not smart enough or something like that, or like, you're not strong enough. You can just fix that. You know, you can work on being smarter, challenging your brain more and more every day is, like solving problems every day is really gonna get you somewhere. You know, like Google is. Uh, my parents on me told me that Google is free. Like when I read a book, I'm like, yeah, Google. I don't know this word. Please help me. And I feel like this guy right here that I was fighting, like, he was very spammy. So goodbye, sir.